In my career, I think I'm most proud of being actively involved and engaged in advancing our business and public works, and along the way helping and support the growth and opportunities for the next generations behind me. That's one of the gifts that my prior generation gave to me. And sometimes they gave it with a nudge into the deep end of the pool, which always came with some sort of a support system. They never left me hanging. But we owe this to this next generation and help them be the leaders that they can be.
I was excited to nominate Mike for this award because of all of the contributions he's made to APWA throughout his career. Mike spearheaded innovations for the chapter that now feel like routine practices. He was the first person to push us to hire a lobbyist, which was contentious at first, but now is an integral part of our advocacy program. I appreciate Mike because he always is willing to question the status quo and encourages people to see the other side of an issue. However, he does so with kindness, respect, and good intentions. People like Mike help challenge us and push us forward. I've really enjoyed my time serving on the board with him. I'm also honored to call Mike my friend and credit him with introducing me to good scotch. Congrats on the award, Mike. You really deserve it.
One of my favorite things about work is just knowing that after the projects are finished, that people will use it or will have a safer and a more accessible route to travel or play on. And that we were able to complete the work balancing this project with the impacts of the environment. And so it's kind of rewarding for that. And it's also that moment, I guess, at the project completion, it's after the long journey in some cases, or the short journey, but there's always a journey. When you acknowledge that we were good stewards, and someone on the team has learned the value of that stewardship and is ready to bring it to their next project and continue this in the future.
Hi there, it's going to be an honor to say a few words about Mike Clark. The contributions that Mike has made to the public works profession and to APWA are amazing. Mike and I served on the chapter board back in 2009, 2010 together, and we have also continued to serve at the national level together. Mike is quiet, but he's a steadfast, active, clearly present leader. You ask Mike about something, Mike comes up with something really great. He doesn't just say something, it is always really good. And he's always been a very supportive person. I always felt like I could turn to Mike for questions, no matter what it's been. Issues on projects, not knowing how to deal with a consultant. I've called Mike. Then he also comes up. He's always looking for solutions. He is a solutions-oriented person that I am so incredibly happy and honored to know.
I've had a couple of projects in my career that I think are, for me, that I'll probably take with me to, as one of my favorite projects of all time here. But the one I'm currently involved with is Eastlink, and that's the light rail that goes from Seattle to Bellevue and I-90 across the floating bridges. And our role on that was the track design and track attachments to the structures in this corridor. And this particular project required a very novel design in order to do that, and which is something that's never been done before. So, of course, it came with a lot of multiple challenges and to provide a solution that could be accepted and constructed. The teamwork and collaboration was really outstanding, and kind of making, for me, it's a 12-year-long journey right now. Hopefully next year we can ride the rails and go back and Bellevue and Seattle. And another project that is been rewarding for me over the years, actually about 30 years ago when the city of Gig Harbor, it was the reconstruction of their North Harborview Drive project. And I was the project engineer, project manager of it, and the public works director at the time figured out that the best way to get this done was to do it quickly and convince the community, 40 or so businesses and property owners who lived in the corridor there, and then the elected officials and, of course, their own staff here to be the construction management team, to do this project in 100 calendar days. And And I was like, oh, wow. So we worked together. We were very creative, and the communication was really outstanding amongst all parties. And it was quite a treat to be part of that, because it's a rare, rare deal in public works where you get that complete buy-in from everybody to the project.
I've had the distinct honor of knowing Mike Clark for over 15 years. He's one of those rare individuals who's had a profound impact on our industry, our chapter, and so many of you in the room right now. His wisdom, guidance, and leadership have helped shape where our chapter is today. And more importantly, his compassionate and soft-spoken approach to mentorship has made so many in this room better leaders and public works professionals. I can say personally that I'm a better engineer, leader, and person because of Mike Clark's influence in my life. No matter if Mike is mentoring his colleagues and friends, shaping the direction of our chapter, fulfilling his duties as cabana boy, or working on his next career choice, Mike gives his all to everything he does. As Mike departs for his next adventure called retirement, we are all going to miss his leadership, his warm smile and friendship, but I have no doubt that the impact that Mike has had on all of us will be felt for decades to come. We love you, man.
So this leads me to now reflect on my 2015 presidential, theme here, where it was Spotlight Public Works. And I guess in my letter that I wrote in the Reporter that first year was I put the top 10 reasons why you should get involved in APWA. And I think now's the time to reflect on those top 10 reasons. And I'll go down the list here, but number 10 was be an active member in one or more of the 24 committees. I think there's a lot more now. Number 9 was develop meaningful and lasting relationships with more than 1,500 active and engaged members. Rub elbows with the likes of our national APWA president, like Dominic, who's going to be at the conference today. And number 7 was share your knowledge and learn from others. So together we can improve the quality of our communities and be the stewards of the built and natural environment. And then there's number 6, connect with the next generation of leaders. Number 5 was learn something new and valuable. Number 4 was secure FaceTime and positive press with for your agency or your company or your firm. And number 3 is get discovered. Co-lead a committee or make a presentation and show your peers your true talents. And number 2 was actively advocate and for both legislation and regulation and for your public works projects and of course our business. And last but not least, number 1 here was enjoy the personal satisfaction of serving your community and your peers while helping our chapter be one of the best chapters in the APWA organization. I guess looking around the room today, 10 years later now, I see a lot of people stepping into the limelight now versus humbly avoiding the spotlight. And that's a pretty cool transition for me. And certainly want to thank you for this award and acknowledging, my career and involvement in APWA. So thank you again.